Welcome back, Steelies. I am DanieSteel. Let's get into it, yeah. Remember the good old days when Chrissy Teigen was a model and you didn't have to hear a barrage of her innermost lewd, crude, and rude thoughts on social media? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Then she went on to marry John Legend, the sexiest man alive and arguably one of the most well-known musicians of our time. But even that wasn't enough to keep Chrissy happy. So she made a cookbook. And yet still that wasn't enough attention for her. So she went on to troll. And troll she did. And wouldn't you know it, Chrissy was a better troll than she was at almost anything else in her life. She allegedly told a teenage Courtney Stodden to off herself. For some bizarre reason, adults started picking on a very young Danie Wallace, and Chrissy Teigen was happy to join in on the fun, saying, I don't want to like her as well. After years of being called out for her problematic behavior, Chrissy, who was already very much grown, decided to grow up. She got married, she had some kids, and got some common sense. Though it's still not clear she issued a public apology to Danie Wallace, she did issue an apology in general for her problematic behavior, which leads us to this. Chrissy Teigen, who has a combined net worth of $75 to $80 million with her husband, John Legend, decides to throw a Squid Game themed party. And all her rich friends and family, everyone was invited, except the poors, of course. They had the piggy banks filled with money for the already rich to become more richer. Chrissy, as you can see, was dressed as the red light, green light doll, and I thought she killed it in this costume, pun intended. They had recreations of the sets, they had the bunk beds, they had the games. Her friends were dressed as the players. It was a party, baby, which I think is all fine and dandy until we get to this. She had the waiters dressed as the guards. And that's where a lot of people feel she missed the mark. If you look at the message about capitalism in Squid Game, you will see that it tells the story about how working class and middle class people have to fight immeasurable odds for a chance at success, at a dream life. The sacrifices, the losses. Is it really worth the cost of your soul? You know, the price of everything but the value of nothing? What is it all for? So these elites can have a good time watching you squirm? Well, people who look at it that way found this party to be very insensitive. The internet was not having it. I think Chrissy's a big girl and she can certainly understand where a lot of people's criticism of this party is coming from. She mercilessly trolled people for many years, unapologetically, so she has to expect and accept that people are going to go at her hard about a lot of things that she presents on social media. I think this party was cool, but it definitely missed the mark. What are you guys' thoughts? Do you think Chrissy missed the mark on this one, or do you think rich people should be able to have parties however they want, leave them alone? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you soon.